Hello and welcome back. Today we're playing Victoria 3 as Syria. Last episode we got Persia into our market, which is a pretty big game because they have quite a lot of people, and so we're going to be able to siphon off their pops. And we also incorporated Argentina. We are full incorporating some of their territories, specifically the ones that do not have any resources that are exploitable, so no lead, no sulfur, none of this. We'll keep the ones that have lead and sulfur and those unincorporated for now. It is a pretty hefty incorporation. We are not European, so it takes 20 years, so that part's a little bit uncomfortable. But overall, it will give us a nice little base to, you know, build a little bit more manufacturing in a couple places and this sort of thing, and then also just be able to have more pops that we're taxing. We'll probably set this on auto-expand because it is a place that we are incorporating and let them do their thing. We would set them on auto-expand. Oh, we can set them on auto-expand? No, we can't. We have not unlocked munition plants, but we conquered a place with munition plants, which just feels very nice. We'll put that on auto-expand, though. Happy to expand a little bit more industry. We are barely making money, slash aren't making money, but we will be... What we want to do is we want to keep this investment pool draining, so we're going to build up construction, however much it is to keep this draining, and other than that, try and not spend any more. Well, we get Mapuche Uprising, which is actually pretty good for us. But we are trying not to spend more because we are trying to get out of debt here. The big reason for wanting to be out of debt is interest is really expensive when you're unrecognized. Alternatively, if we got recognized, this would be fine, but we're not, so we get another obligation from Oman. Very, very exciting. We can invite them to the customs union using the obligation now. And also what happened last episode is we became a unrecognized major power. Hold on for just a moment. And we are back. I just wanted to snippet something real quick. But yeah, we became a major power, which makes it going to be, our interest rate does get improved by becoming a major power. We also get less infamy for, you know, stomping out people. And this is all quite nice. We're now getting this Mapuche up in here. So this will be nice. We're colonizing over here. And I think we're colonizing here as well. And this colony is going pretty quick. And we are maybe looking to start colonizing here. The thing is this colony will be slow. Private health insurance is nice. That is not as nice. So why don't we... One of these territories... Yeah, so this is incorporated. We're going to add a government admin at the top. Yeah, construction, we are increasing it quite a bit, but then we're having a little bit of pains because we're in debt. But... Well, they want public schools. We're going to put something in here that the trade unionists like because they're mad at us. Do they like this? They do like this. Property to women is a decent one. We'd also love to put in proportional taxation. Don't think we can squeeze that through, though. The petite bourgeoisie, now's a really good time because we must have a Republican petite bourgeoisie. Oh, no, wait, it's because they hate hereditary bureaucrats. We will be swapping off of hereditary bureaucrats soon here. But I think we go propertied women first to try and make these guys not so mad so that they stop, yeah, being mad at us. I don't know how else to explain that. So they will switch to not being so mad at us. The rural folk are mad at us, the devout are mad at us. We are now a contested government. It's been a while since we've been in this unacceptable government for quite some time, which is quite painful on the radicalism front, which is driving a lot of problems now. Hopefully we can get a lot more legitimate soon here. We could go for a different voting system as well. The Industrialists will not like it though, but... and also, our authority won't like it, but... I guess we don't need road maintenance in Aleppo right now, actually, now that I'm taking a look at that. Let's take a look. Yeah, we have a huge glut of infrastructure, and we are not benefiting as much anymore from the fact that Aleppo is... yeah, so we fixed the infrastructure there. From the fact that Aleppo is... What is it? The state construction efficiency, because we're not building just in Aleppo as much anymore. Like we were at the start of the game, we'd much rather have another consumption tax. So we'll put that in. Oh, we actually have 2 administrations building, but this is fine. We'll eventually need them. Kind of actually want to float a little bit of excess. We get munitions plants unlocked, which is nice. And we want to go, I think... So our plan was to go... rifling. Do we still want to have that plan? I think we do, because we want organized... We want this to not spread to us, and then maybe we go mutual funds. So let's just go rifling for now, and then probably switch to a society tech. Prussia, of course, will not back down. They will fight us to the very end. I forget Uruguay is also in our market. We could maybe make them a tributary. We're going to bankroll them. It is going to cost us a little bit, but they are protectoratable. So we kind of want to do that. As is Oman. We also put some infrastructure over here in Hokkaido, which it was desperately needing in the interim, I think. Oh, what's up with our camera? Camera, please. So, if I increase this, usually it focuses, but then it hurts my eyes, so... One sec while I try and fix this, I guess. Oh, I accidentally unpaused this instead of pausing the game. Alright, I think I fixed the camera. And let's take it on pause and be off on our way. Don't know exactly what causes it to get all blurry like that. I wish I knew. Oh, we'll take that. Russia is quite strong. Usually whoever settles this first is a pretty good example of who's doing well. Or it's a pretty good indicator. I have found. They are not doing well in Mexico. El Salvador is thick. I haven't seen that before. Pain. Pain, pain, pain. Government building goods kind of up. Government wages are up by quite a bit. Goods for military buildings are up. Mill wages are flat. Welfare, not too bad. Subsidies are getting kind of bad. We're putting everything on rails that we can to try and decrease these subsidies. Also have those on rails. It's unfortunate. What is expensive in our market? Boom booms. God, man. We've had such a hard time solving this. Break even with them? Sure. Doesn't cost us any administration to import from them. I think what we really need is dynamite though, which is not spreading to us, but will give us better PMs on our boom boom factories. Because they don't want to employ. Actually, it's just the migration attraction is like, well, they don't want to migrate people here. Oh, from turmoil mainly. Yeah, we really just, this radicalism problem we have to do something about. It's pretty significant. The thing is, we can't make a much more legitimate government. Maybe we take one take of property and women. The Free Trade Party wins. The Crush. Is there a reform that looks more legitimate? Well, now we're just barely contested. What we can do is we can take this big plunge down to here. We can't afford it is the thing. We don't care about the devout. Well, I guess we're probably radicalizing them, so that's actually, we probably should care a little bit. We just have so many radicals. Standard of living's climbing though. I don't know, that's what we've tried to promise you. It really is just running this. You know, you get the increased radicals from standard living decreases. We've been trying to snake our way out of this for a while now. Why don't we do this? It's painful, but maybe we can get out from under it. Well, so the thing is, running debt's really bad. We're paying 15k in debt. But we really got to start doing something about this radicalism. More than happy for them to get squashed down. They're already super pissed anyways, so doesn't really matter. Alright, looks like this is no longer kicking us into a better bracket, so we're gonna do this. We have a movement for total separation, which is good. Maybe we take another ticket of property and women and then swap to that as soon as we can. Let's see how Afghanistan's working. We are... Oh, they swapped to defending the borders. That's annoying. They weren't before. It's unfortunate. A lot of people could come in on that war. Also, we auto-annex countries that are in Arabia, so we don't want to do that. I think maybe we go after Banjar here, though. I think we can just conquer them if we're at 0 infamy. We're not. So... maybe we just vassalize them? And we should be at 0 infamy at the end. Let's see how France and Great Britain think of us. They're conciliatory. They're protective. We can take a save. Puppet Banjar. I think this is a pretty useful war. Or vassalize Banjar. We're gonna raise the smaller of the two and put him on the front. He is fearful. Minus 58, probably backs down. Looks like we can sway the UK. Which we will probably do if France joins in. What is this about? Ooh, they're getting uber clapped. Oh, this is unfortunate. We actually probably would have much rather declared war on them for recognition. What we are going to do, I think we have an extra interest we can declare. We're going to declare in Prussia. Banjar backs down. Perfect. And now that Prussia's going to get full occupied here. Yeah, this war just started. They're gonna get full occupied, it looks like. They're like, this is way too strong an alliance for them to win against. So let's see, it's Württemberg. It's Prussia against Russia. Baden, Austria, Bavaria. We do have Scandinavia, but I think that Prussia loses this, so what we will do is once we will force recognition on them. And I guess worst case scenario, we can reload if something terrible happens, but they should, just because they're getting occupied by the other guy, they should be willing to back down here. Just as long as we don't have weird people joining on their side, but Austria and Russia will not join on their side while they're involved in a play. We get property and women. I think the thing to move towards now is maybe we go universal suffrage, or at least attempt to go it. Or guaranteed liberties would actually be fantastic. The Intelligentsia supports it. Unfortunate that the other guys don't. Can also pass the bureaucrats one. I think we want guaranteed libs. But these guys getting occupied. Hopefully they don't sway anyone against us, like the UK. Even if they do, maybe we try and fight it out. We're not so weak. Let's see if we can recruit a general though, because from what I remember, we don't like one of our generals. We just landowners only. Kind of not good. Where is... We want to delete some of these barracks, though. And the naval bases. So that should cheapen things up a little bit. They are cocky. Now, do we just brick our war if we add war reps? Because I would love to get some war reps from him. I think there's a decent chance we do. I think there's a decent chance we can land them anyways, though. And enforce on them. Where's their HQ? That's the capital state, Brandenburg. So we land Pomerania. We need an offensive strategist. I think I don't mind promoting this guy and firing the other guy, though. Might not be able to get through this guy's navy. I think we ask for war reps. We don't really care about liberating anything. Certainly don't want to eat this much infamy anywhere. So this will be a big war. And we don't have a bunch of people dogpiling on us because they're all involved in this Prussia conflict already. Hopefully we can pull off a landing. I think it's kind of iffy, but we're gonna try. They also will decay pretty quickly because they're getting war exhaustion because they're occupied. So maybe we can force on them just the recognition. But that'd be a really big deal, because then I think we become a great power. Oh, maybe we don't. Maybe we're not anywhere near that. But being recognized power is a lot better for infamy and for puppeting people and for these types of things. Not even close to a trade agreement with you guys? Come on. Change to our customs union. Yeah. We will declare neutrality here. And we get the boom booms. This is fantastic for us. So let's swap over to vacuum, which hopefully this place can employ now, and hopefully we can start using the boom booms everywhere. We will swap this to whatever is more profitable. Swap this over to explosive shells. More than happy to suppress them for the Intelligentsia. Is that our failed invasion? It was. But first you don't succeed. We couldn't even get... we couldn't even get the landing off. So... we will add 5 there, and we will do power of the purse. And try again. I believe they don't suffer as big a penalty on the Navy if you switch their thing, but if they do, I don't know, we'll keep trying. Okay. So we did finish a tech. I think we were interested in switching to society tech after this, but kind of keen on ironclad is not spreading to us. So if we go gantry cranes, if this goes long, it's gonna be 3 years. This war is not gonna last 3 years. That would help a lot for landing them, though. Getting ironclads. What was the tech we wanted here? Pump jacks is a pretty big tech. Yeah, let's go pump jacks. Oh, this is great. We're gonna improve relations with France as well. And then... yeah, hopefully their navy's getting kicked around by somebody in this exchange, and we can make use of that fact. We are making money now. This is training, which is what we want. Industrial boom event, boost our industries further. And Aleppo is really nice to get that there. Why don't we, in fact, do some of this action, because this is really taken off, which is fantastic. We are exporting clothes to so many people, so this is a big driver of that. And we are now starting to get a much bigger throughput bonus from economies of scale, increased manufacturing, and also the increased manufacturing throughput from the event. And we're also starting to get a lot of migration going through. Standard of living is rising pretty high. I think that since we're running this surplus, we're going to decrease taxes, to try and curb the radicalism. If we decrease them another notch, we'll be able to get to legitimate government. I don't think we can swing that in terms of the income, though. But maybe we can't afford not to do it. We'll just sit a while in this, just decrease by 1 notch. Do we have insufficient tax anywhere? No, we don't. Once we get guaranteed lives, we get an obligation from Afghanistan. Fantastic. Can we invite you to the customs union on the back of that? We cannot. Well, we can absolve it, making you amicable. We are running so much trade with you. Why are you disinterested? Oh well, maybe they'll become more interested. Afghanistan wants a trade agreement. Fantastic. We'll do that. Now they're cooperatives, so we can invite them to the customs union next time we get a other obligation. And we will be one step closer, so I think what we... Do we have another... Let's stop declaring interests here, and declare another one. I guess here? Guaranteed libs is nice. Or we can go after Sikh instead of Cochrane. Let's go after the Sikh Empire instead. Try and get the Sikhs into our market. And we do get a new institution. I think we want to increase home affairs. We really want to start taking care of these radicals because it's causing significant problems. And then we can... Since we are starting to up a lot of our institutions, I think it's time we go elected bureaucrats. Which is going to make the petite bourgeoisie happy. Let's play a little bit of whack-a-mole. Industries are starting to expand quite a bit. We're only running this minus 1k after we decrease taxes quite a bit. That is not our Patagonia, that's theirs, so they can figure that out. We're gonna try and navally invade them again. Yeah, they are probably... Yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to get this, but they are going to decay down to 0 pretty quick here with the war they got going on. So hopefully this works out. If not, I think we'll at the very least be able to wipe peace out. Things are starting to adjust. The investment pool is shrinking, so what we want to do is in fact make more construction. Sorry, the investment pool is growing. We'll just everywhere that's adjacent to them, we'll put them on level 3. We want this to be decreasing. Patagonians coming over here is fantastic for us, because this is where the jobs are at. Diablo here. I think you're going to need some rails there soon, buddy. Not yet. We will in Syria. Put those in the back of the queue. Get a bunch of mass migration. They're coming to where the jobs are, which is fantastic. We are making money again. And the investment pool is still growing. So these places are becoming really profitable. And I think what we want to do is we do have this one glass industry here. We're going to expand it. We already have a construction center there. We have a construction center here too. But what place? This place is auto-constructing the most, so why don't we increase this 2 levels? And it looks like, is this a front? Did we get a front? We did get a front. Of course our cam is a little blurry. Just a little though. But now we're going to push in towards the capital here. Looks like they moved a lot of guys to the front though. Don't like that. But we are getting them into the negative. So hopefully we can enforce on them despite the fact that they got this huge army. We'll actually just swap to defend the front. Yikes. Having a little trouble here. Defending the front. We are making a whole bunch of money, so what we will do is we will decrease this again. Now we should be legitimate, or even righteous. So this should help to bop the radicals quite a bit, which will help in a lot of different ways. Also, standard of living is increasing. We get elected bureaucrats. Very nice. Laws will also get passed way faster. We're going to go for total separation as well, which we'll have to get rid of a consumption tax to afford. So they will accept just war rep. Oh, no, we want more than war reps. We don't want war reps. We want recognition much more than war reps. The AI really hates to give you recognition. Would you accept just recognition, though? Looks like they pieced out of the other wars, so we do have to... Maybe we have to take... Maybe this is the best we can get right now. We really want to recognize Syria more than anything else. Why can't we... Oh my god. We can't mess around with that. We have to... I think if we... We have to wait until the war... We have to wait until it's rejected until we propose one. We want to propose one while we still have this little pocket. Although they are still decaying with this. We will never re-land them if they push us out, is the thing. That revolution is looking big. Yeah, we never re-land them here. Do we have paper somewhere? I thought we made paper somewhere. Here we made paper. Prussia's damaging relations. You don't say. Well, if you can't push us out fast enough, we can full enforce. Now, you will take just recognize. So I think we just need to keep a close eye on this and try and get both. Again, this is what we were talking about. We have to be very opportunistic in trying to get this, I think. But they are getting close to being willing to give us both, and they are not making a lot of progress here. Nice. And if they can't, yeah, if they can't, this is getting close. We just have to keep an eye on it. Mass migration seems like it's really turning up a lot of this. Radicalism, how fast are you going down? Very fast. Loyalists going up very fast as well. We're going to be harvesting bonuses soon here. We want to increase these institutions more. Looks like we can afford to increase it all the way. Yep, they're going to capitulate pretty soon here. I don't think they can force us out fast enough. That we... Yeah, I think we want the Prince's Will done here. I don't think this revolution pops. Oh, the revolution's even gonna go away. Wow, this is so big. What's going on here? And now we can propose the peace deal. War reps and recognition. We are now a major power. Very nice. And now we're making tons and tons of money. Because, let's take a look here. 50K. Heyo. So I think we just go on a massive building spree. We of course are running this huge deficit here. I think it just needs to recalculate on that. But as far as this, we're going to go on a massive building spree. And let this bring us out of debt. Now, we can deficit spend now that we're not an unrecognized power. Let's see who we can get into the market. We can also take this opportunity to like bankroll a lot of people. Now, why can't we bankroll you? Why can't we improve relations? Okay, we don't have enough of that. We just don't have a lot of influence. We need to declare a bunch of rivals. Who could we declare? Well, Prussia hates our guts. We could declare... Oh no, France we don't want to declare. Peru, Bolivia is fine. And Prussia's fine. Well, it's kind of fine. I guess we want to find the one who has the most rivals and rival them between these two. So, you have rivalries with Great Britain, Austria, and the US. You have rivalries with Russia and Austria. So, I think it's probably good to do it with Prussia. Then we will be floating extra government admin. So that means we will be able to bankroll the Sikhs. Now, how expensive is it to bankroll the Sikhs? 5K? That's a lot. That's not a small amount. So we are going to actually shift over Oh, we can just declare another interest. We're just going to shift around some of these. I guess we don't have too many declarable interests. Yeah, so we'll do this, I think, for now. And every state adjacent we will kick up to 5 construction and look to just build out quite a bit here. While simultaneously, I think, trying to look at our interest payments. So this is exactly what I'm talking about here. This interest payment is like picture perfect why it is important to not pay interest when you're unrecognized, but when you're recognized, you can suddenly, you know, just afford to do it. Because now we can afford to deficit spend a lot if we want, as soon as we start making all this money. So I guess we'll build up the navy bases and the barracks a little bit as well to try and prepare for this new reality. Erzernum, let's get you up to 5 construction centers as well. Same over here. And that should be enough construction, I think, for now, because we actually, well, we don't mind deficit spending, but we got to just keep an eye on how the investment pool is changing after all this. Revolution is downsizing. Fantastic. And we also will incur way less infamy for everything we want to do. Like if we want to puppet Northern Borneo, less infamy. We want to puppet Sulu, less infamy. See, it's only 2.6. And we would have to fight Dutch East Indies, but to be honest, I think we can fight Dutch East Indies. Well, this guy is not too bad, but we would much rather have the trade union as Spoyo. We can't retire him because we're supported by the insurrectionary guys, but we can promote this guy a couple levels. Losing a bunch of money. What we will do here is we need to get rid of a consumption tax, at least one. We can float this. But we could actually do this. Okay, we are running a bureaucratic deficit soon, but I think we have some time before it increases. Let's take a look. We have a movement for census suffrage. I think I like trying to pass this now. The Industrialists will not be super mad. Then the Landowners are already radicalized, so that's fine. Booming industries. Jesus, finally. Alright, we're gonna give the industrial sector priority. This means this is finally, like, working. Although it doesn't look like it's working. And then we will start swapping these over to dynamite. This one makes money, at least. This one also makes money. We will swap 2 over to dynamite. We'll swap you over to dynamite, just you. And see if this can keep up. Okay, it looks like it kind of can. Let's see if we can export fertilizer. Ooh, let's see if we can import this stuff. We're going to import it from Qing. And Afghanistan. And Austria, with whom we have a trade agreement. And we're already importing from Prussia or Russia. You want a defensive pact. I think we're good for now. But we are actually going to... Every place we don't have a logging camp, we're going to build one, and then we're going to set it on auto-expand for the logging camps. For all of them. Because we, like, don't want to run this weird softwood penalty thing. We are making some money. The investment pool is draining, so we're making about 10k. Great Britain wants a trade agreement. I think I'm okay with this. We're doing a decent amount of trade between the two of us. We'd love to export more to them. They do, of course, it does cost us convoys. Somewhat reluctant. Can we protectorate you, boyo? No. Big part is now larger ideological difference of our government. I think this is because we're recognized. I forget. Well, we'll take the defensive with them for now, but we do have to go after the Trucal states, which is a subject of them. We might have to... Yeah, we're gonna have to think about how we're gonna fight people soon here. Looks like getting them to our customs union is going to be a trick. Yeah, we're going to have to fight Russia, Austria, or Great Britain in order to make progress. I think we're just going to focus on getting strong, though, for now. How much infamy do we have? We're fully reputable, so we want to declare something. I think Zulu... Let's puppet you. Also conquer Zululand. Actually, I kind of like conquering Zululand. Great Britain's not likely to intervene because they are big happy with us. And we can establish colonies here. Do need some more government administration. Let's take a look. Do we have anywhere that needs it specifically? No. So we will up it here. We'll take a look at what trade routes are no longer productive. We'll leave those exports be. We'll stop importing that. Guess we'll stop importing these. And we'll expand these tooling workshops a little bit more. And we'll take a look at how infrastructure looks. You'll need one after the expansion. You'll need one soon. You'll need one soon as well. Let's look at what's expensive in the market. It continues to be this. Well, now we have a trade agreement with the British. Wait, what happened to our trade agreement? Why'd that cost us? It shouldn't. Do we not have a trade agreement with you guys anymore? I thought we had a trade agreement. Yeah, we have a trade agreement. Okay. Should be fine. So we are currently making about 10k because the investment pool is growing. Although I'm fine with eating into this deficit a little bit and then deficit spending a little bit more later. But we are expanding quite a lot. Actually, in light of the fact that we're just getting kind of a random 50k that's not going to stay forever, I think we do actually want to run a bit of a surplus for a while. Not necessarily huge, but substantive, I guess. We could decrease taxes further. I think we'll float this -8. But if we decrease taxes further, we will become legitimate again. And this should drive consumption and standard of living up. Which will increase migration. And more importantly, we become right. Okay, we're righteous even without that. Let's do this. Yeah, this is fine. Oh, looks like parties broke up a bit. And we could probably come off monarchy. I think I like switching to parliamentary republic here. Just blasting through these reforms here. And then we will need to get rid of a consumption tax to pay for this, but this is fine. The bonuses are so big on the trade unionists who are now super loyal. If we had extra stuff. We might want to bolster them. These guys are super pissed, but they're going to get out of power soon anyways. This has just been a very productive episode in like every way. Just add some of that stuff all over because we're really going to be needing more, and the tax waste is really substantive. How big are you getting? 51? Okay. Peru, Bolivia is having problems. Great Shing, how are you doing? Kinda wanna conquer some of your states. So the market liberal guy, or the reformer. Let him fight. We hope the reformer wins. He does. Dead goes the market liberal. Goodbye. And we wanted to bankroll this guy. Gonna try and get this guy into the market. Kokandi market. We of course we're gonna switch to speed 3. We're a big power now. We're a big boy power. We're a speed 3 power. We're gonna take a look at your market though. And everything that's cheap, we're gonna import. Everything you need, we're gonna export to you. To try and get you into our market so we can have direct access to China as well. Why can't we export? We have no way of reaching the market. Oh. Social Democratic Party. Do we not have you? Okay, we'll invite you to the customs union. You'll do it for free. And then now we can do it with Kokandi, guys. Where's the Social Democratic Party? Alright, fair. Kokandi, guys, now we will export to you. Austria wants to enter us to enter their customs union. I don't think so, brother. Our customs union's gotten quite yoked, although their customs union is very large as well. But we are gonna say no. Kokandi. So we're gonna export to you boys. Porcelain. And clothes. And booze. Grain, maybe not. Luxury clothes, probably it's not profitable. Will grain actually be profitable to you guys? Usually we import the grain, it won't be profitable. Furniture, will that be profitable? Not really. Okay. Tools? Nope. Okay, what can we import from you? Sugar. Boy, can we import sugar. Oil. How are you guys making oil? I guess we're not using oil, so we can't. Fertilizer, but we want fertilizer to be expensive. Wine. Fabric is really nice, and so is tea. Fabric. Tea. Dyes is also nice. Dyes, silk. Alright. Of course, are running a bit of a tax waste. Trying to solve that though. Getting a big boy status off of this Prussian. Boyo. Oh, they changed it to control half the global population. That's interesting. I don't think we're gonna do this, but it is interesting. I'm gonna declare neutrality here. And I think maybe next thing we're kind of looking at is being able to fight Bob on our own. Get Albanian migration, driven by our high SOL. Radicals are going down, loyalists are going up. We're starting to get some bonuses in here. Bonuses from here, bonuses from here. Just blitzing through a bunch of reforms. It looks like we could even increase taxes and still be righteous. Kind of interested in maybe doing that. This would allow us to support more building. The investment pool is cranking up. Holy. Part of that must be we're not taxing them as much, so we will increase construction a bunch. That is a huge change to the investment pool. They are really getting turned up. Yep, looks like we should be able to push some of these numbers up quite a bit here. Getting a lot of migration. Gonna need probably at least one railroad there. Gonna take a look at our PMs, see if we missed anything. Ah, yes, the boom booms. Not profitable though. That one's barely not profitable. Are you figuring out employment? You kind of are. Making a ton of cash. I think we just spend that on construction. Alright, I'm back. Construction has gone up so much. Bornean people are... This guy misses a cabinet meeting. What the hell? I'm not sure. I don't know what to make of this event. We can get the option, but I guess you could... I don't know what this means. Printed in the press, we'll get just a huge bonus to enacting for no reason. Somebody's importing sulfur from us. We gotta try and make our sulfur a little bit cheaper. We will do that in a second. I completely lost my train of thought. Oh, okay, sulfur. I'm gonna make sure it's level 1 everywhere, and we will set it to auto expand. Same with that. Get an obligation from Afghanistan, so I think maybe we protectorate them. No, they're defending the borders. Too big an ideological difference. That's unfortunate. We're not gonna absolve the obligation. We might just... We can keep the bankroll on. We can stop bankrolling them. It is costing us 3k. This is not nothing for us. Let's stop bankrolling them. I don't think we're protectorating them. I think we're just snaking into China here. But I think that we can declare another interest now. So let's declare it down here in the Sikh Empire. And maybe try and get into Kalat and these boys here into the market. Sikh notably have a really large population. Man, we're getting so much migration that, like, we can't keep up. Alright, do we have tax? Yes, we have insufficient tax capacity in somewhere, finally. I've been going crazy trying to... We could just 100% it, or we could get the Liberal Party really boosted. Who's gonna win here? Looks like the Liberal Party is gonna win anyways. So we're gonna make it 100% chance that Parliamentary Republic goes through. Which is gonna be quite nice for our legitimacy. What tech are we researching? Pump jacks, that's gonna be good. Vacuum canning will also be decent. Steel frame is spreading to us. Oh, we're gonna get to turn on steel frame buildings. We're running about break even right now, and that's with the really fat Prussian war reps. So I think we stop expanding construction and look to just swap over to steel frame as kind of our thing. We're not going to build any more construction centers for a long time here, I think. But in preparation, I do think we want to expand these a little bit. And we're going to take a look at infrastructure. Play a little whack-a-mole. Any place that needs it, we're going to add it. Pump jacks, a very big tech. Switch on to mutual funds. Mutual funds is also a big one. Getting a lot of nat spread as a consequence of things, because of reasons. Okay. We're going to need more tools. And in addition to more tools, we're going to need more motor industries. Because we're going to need a lot more engines here. Automatic irrigation, let's go, baby. Swap these all over to the ideal PMs. Definitely want those on rail transport, automated irrigation on that. Fishing trawlers. As long as these are still profitable, I'm going to look to swap all of them over. Looks like they're all profitable. We are going to need more engines as a general heuristic. Swap all these over as well. Squares, gas streetlights, public trains. That'll help a little bit. Chile is damaging relations. We don't really care. It's actually kind of good. Someone wants to preserve monarchy. Nope, it's going away. 100% chance. I've never had 100% before. I don't think. Just have a lot of pent-up, you know, forces encouraging to this. I think we have, like... I'll have to look, but I think we, like... I think we, like, 5x construction this episode. So this would be just about as good. So we're probably going to swap to this, right, as our free swap. And then we could go proportional taxation after this. And radicals are coming a little back up, but we have so much loyalists now. We'll just do that. No Peru, Bolivia, just Bolivia. Tragic. We should be declaring a war somewhere. I think I like puppeting these guys. I think it's unlikely. So it's just the UK we're concerned about. We have a trade agreement with them. I don't think they stick their finger in our pie, but weirder things have happened. Let's puppet these boyos here. And now we're losing a ton of money because the investment pool is draining. Yeah, this is fine. We can also deficit spend now because we're a major power. Or we're a great power, sorry. We move on up. Unreal. The amount of progress in one episode. I do love bureaucracy. Kind of would rather take the tech event. Are we a parliamentary republic? Politicians die. Our slaver guy has died, and the Intelligentsia reformer died. So what do we have now? We have experienced diplomat. Yeah, this guy's not as good, so we are running just a bunch of authority deficit. So what we will have to do is we'll have to come in here and get rid of a couple of these. We'll actually just completely get rid of everything. And we'll up this, so we have 200, exactly. And I guess services is the best thing to tax. But here's the thing. We want our people to consume services and have them be cheap. I think we can get more migration if we just do luxury furniture and luxury clothes. And we are exporting those, so we're fine with our people consuming less of them. Trabzon needs more government administration. Looks like they're not fully employed, but we'll just up that to try and solve the bureaucracy problem a little bit. And then we are legitimate. And we are going to go for proportional taxation, I think. Or we could restrict child labor. Regulatory bodies notably are not industrialist opposed. I think we, though, well, so if we want to keep, we could stay on per capita taxation and just take in less money if we want to grow this investment pool and lean into the industrialists having a ton of money for a while longer. So we don't necessarily want to swap this as fast as possible, but I do think we want regulatory bodies a little bit. Let's look at how happy people are with us. So we don't want to make the industrialists piss with us with anything that we're passing. So maybe we just actually chill and don't pass any laws. We can sneak this in right now, though, and they don't seem to mind. Maybe we wait for the event where they ask for reform, and you're like, we'll pass regulatory bodies, and then just pass regulatory bodies. But I think I'm going to conclude the episode here. It's been an extremely productive episode. I almost, can't recall, everything that happened. It's been just kind of a wild ride of an episode. I think we expanded the market a little bit in Afghanistan, but most importantly, we demanded recognition from Prussia. Then we become the number 6 great power. I think we 5x construction, and we're deficit spending now, but this is whatever. This is fine. Ooh, actually, it's not as fine in conjunction with that negative there. It's because we got rid of some consumption taxes because our new ruler only lets us have 300 authority, but this will juice the hell out of our economy, not having to pay as much. We can very easily just, do this to offset the fact that we got rid of the consumption tax on services. But yeah, we got recognition from Prussia. We got huge. Construction is way, way, way up. We're number 6 great power. Things are going great. We are looking to expand military, construction, everything all at once, and just kind of emerge onto the world stage. And so we'll be doing a bit of that next episode. I think maybe clapping the Ottoman Empire to force them to release this in a 1v1. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and have a good day.